Okay, good morning, everybody. We are on a brand new project in Burien here. It's just a little kitchen dining area, new install. We're gonna match a stain, put a header in. I'll turn this camera around and show you what we got going on. So this is the kitchen area. It's been gutted. They've done some sheetrock work. This is an old house that's been added onto many times. So you can see this is the edge they left us right here, which is standard. We're gonna cut that back and put a nice header in and then continue the wood. They don't want to feather into the existing wood there because it's all stained and supposedly finished. I really haven't seen it because you can see what I'm looking at. So the contractor here has left quite a mess. This is not a homeowner project, this is for a contractor, and this is usually what we're up against with a lot of contractors. So we have to clean up all their mess before we can get started on this project. So that's what we're gonna get doing right now. We work for a lot of different kinds of contractors. These guys are slobs. Look at this disaster. So for any of you contractors out there, you should at the very least turn your job over to the floor guys like this. Don't make us clean up all your shit. Here's Charles doing a little more protective, just trying to get an edge here so we can cut this header in. Okay, I just snapped the line. I don't know if you can see that. I put a piece of blue tape down and I snapped the line on that blue tape, a nice straight line. So I'm gonna cut that out right now. Okay, I should be able to just rip those out of there now. Just like that, and we have a nice straight edge. So, on this doorway, I've got to get a little creative. You can see here I have concrete from an old concrete garage floor that they turned into a room in there. My hardwood needs to mate up to this carpet somehow, so I am going to cut this plywood out. Then I'm going to find out a way to chisel that concrete out, and I got to get a big reducer coming up to that carpet.
newspaper. I'm trying to find a date on this old newspaper here. I'll take a look through that later. If I find a date, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, they got a big mess here. I gotta bust that concrete out of there somehow. I could go get my big roto hammer. Or I can pull it out with my cold chisel. Let's get the wood out first. Okay, well, I am going to tackle this concrete. I went and got my my kind of a mini jackhammer here. Here's this baby. Comes in pretty handy. This is really not floor guy work, but I've had to chisel concrete before, so I have this thing. Let's just see how easy it comes up. Well, that made pretty short work of that, didn't it? Let's get a piece of hardwood and see how we flip. Okay, so there's our hardwood. It's gonna come and just butt right into that, right over that concrete. We're pretty flush now. Might have to chisel a little more out of that. So our hardwood comes in like that. Matter of fact, it doesn't have to be any better than that. So, a little high spot right there. I'm gonna knock that off. Now we're good. So we're gonna butt our hardwood into that all the way around. Then I'm gonna come back when we're done and I'll build a nice little reducer that flushes out with the carpet right there after the wood is installed. All right, so I got a little sidetracked. We pulled this paper up a little and we got a chalk line coming off of the boards in that room so that they line up and don't run off at a different angle. We ran that chalk line right along that subfloor. We're gonna transfer that line over to the other side of the room and start over there and work our way this way. Okay, we are going to snap our line. We established our line here. So we are gonna snap that line. Liking it? There it is. Shaboom, shaboom. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Shaboom, shaboom. Shaboogity, boogity, boogity. So we have our line. It's coming straight off of the existing hardwood, running across this floor right here. You know, I'm not sure what he's got going on over here with all this mess. But we're gonna have to go around it. I'm not touching any of the plumbing, and it's all underneath cabinets as far as I understand. So that's all under cabinets, so I'm leaving it. Okay, well, Charles is fitting that header in right there. And I am gonna roll out the first row of paper here, right along that line. I'm gonna roll it right along the line. That way, we can actually use the edge of that paper. You watch here, I'm gonna set this thing up. I'm gonna line it right on that chalk line we made. Just like that. And when you roll this paper out, if you get it lined up nice and straight on that line, we're gonna be able to use this edge right here for our first row of wood, right along that edge. So there it is down there. And look at that, it's right on my line. And there's the first row just kind of laying in there dry to hold the paper down. So we will actually line that up. We'll put the header in over here first. We'll put in our nice header that goes all the way along. It actually goes this way. So Charles is rounding up some glue to do all that right now. So we'll get that header in there. Then we will start our first row right along the edge of that paper, just like that, all the way down. And that's gonna be our starter row. We'll slip tongue it here and fill in that, pull up that back wall. Charles has that beautiful header in there. He's gluing it down, nailing it down. Nice job. Look at that, baby. Now we'll fit our hardwood right into that, and when we sand and finish it to match the color of that other floor, it'll be beautiful. Got our first couple of rows going in there. Nice, fit into that header really nice. We're moving forward on this baby. So there it is, I found it. The date on that newspaper under that floor, we get over here in the light, is Tuesday, October 28th, 1948. Oh yeah, that's when this floor was installed originally. And the little article says, Roger Smith, 103, looking forward to his 104th birthday. Man, times were different back then. Okay, good morning everybody. We are back on this little project over here in Burien. Let's just take a look around and see where we got yesterday. So, you can see that little header is all the way in and all installed up to here. So this is where Charles left off yesterday. So most of this room is installed. So we are going to pick up where we left off. Charles is going to start over here installing this area that he racked up yesterday before he left. And I'm going to come and backfill and pull up this wall back here. So I'm going to clean that out, put down some paper, and install that. We're going to have this thing installed. We're going to try to sand it and get the dark stain down today. Look at him go. Okay, pulling up this wall, we're gonna spline this together so we can we're gonna slip tongue it so we can start installing over to the wall. So slip tongues always get glued in. Mr. T-Bar. Huh?
Did you say something?
Okay, we got Charles pulling up this wall over here. I'm gonna pull up this little bit right over here. We are gonna be done with the install. Start. Let's see. Boom, there it is. All done. This floor is all sanded. Charles is scraping the corners right now, get a couple of corners. And ready for buff. Buff it, pop the grain, and stain first thing in the morning. Charles is water popping the grain here because we are putting down a dark stain, antique brown, trying to match that color right there, which is already on the old part of the floor. Okay, good morning everybody. We are on this little project in Burien here. This is the third day on this little project. We're not Speedy Gonzalez floor guys, but let's turn this around. Charles got this thing all popped yesterday. We got it all sanded, installed, and popped. So we are gonna start putting down a antique brown stain. So this is what we got. I have my applicator ready and I'm fixing up my handy dandy little stain box and we're gonna get busy. Okay, we stained this morning. It's 2-hour quick dry. It's been about 7 hours. So we are going to pulling out of there, pull in the last couple of strokes. There it is, first coat.
Okay, good morning everybody. It's Saturday morning and we are back on this dark stained floor over in Burien. We're gonna finalize this today. We're gonna screen it out, do our little inner coat abrasion, and put 2 coats of a water-based finish on top of this. So let's just turn around and take a look at what we got going on. So you can see this floor, this is the sealer. This is a pretty dang nice floor. The lighting is not so good, so right here we have a light shining on it. You can see pretty good. Got a light shining on it over there. So we're gonna screen this out. You can see this is the Glitza sealer. Here's that beautiful header that Charles put in. So that's the old floor, mating up to our new floor. And you can see the color is pretty darn good. So we're gonna get busy on this. Got Charles over here going to town on those corners. A little inner coat abrasion, sanding and scraping. I'm gonna crank up this buffer. Okay, we are all prepped and ready to go here. So I'm gonna start along that wall like I did yesterday with the sealer. Charles is gonna start along this wall over here in this little alcove area. And we're gonna both meet and work our way right out an alleyway here. It's a very small floor, so we're not using a T-bar on this one. We're just doing it with our cut-in because we're gonna be able to do this floor relatively quickly. So I'm gonna set this thing on time lapse and get her done. Okay, Charles is pulling out of this here floor. You can see it's all wet and shiny right now. It's gonna dry a lot flatter than this. Okay, good morning everybody. We are back over here, well I'm back over here doing a little final on this project in Burien, this little dark stained floor. So let me turn this camera around, show you this floor. So that is the dark stain on this floor. Of course the lighting is not so great here, but you can see how nice that floor is with the finish coats on it. There's our header all matched in there. You know, pretty good, pretty good. Let's take a look at this spot over here. If you remember in the beginning of the video, I did a lot of work on this little transition right here at this doorway. So this is what I came up with here. Of course, we chipped out all the concrete and got the flooring coming in. And then I made this nice little transition piece, which actually I have it fit going up underneath the door jambs. And that will go in there just like that up against that carpet, which gives you a nice little reducer up into that carpet. However, I am not going to install this right now. I'm going to leave this out because these door jambs should be extended down and the casing should be extended down. And then
the reducer should be fit in between the door jambs, not underneath the door jambs the way I have it here, a little long. And then they have to kind of fit their door jambs or whatever they're gonna do around my reducer. So I'm gonna actually leave that out for now and just leave it here as a part that they can put in later. Or I can come back and do it for them after they get their door jambs fixed. So that's what I came up with on that door jamb. You see these floors? These are absolutely gorgeous for a little floor. This place needs a lot of work, so they're gonna have to do a lot of protection to cover these floors up until they are done. So let's just take a look at that floor. If you see anything you like, hit that subscribe button. We could always use your support, and thanks for watching.